Hi Year 5, this is our English for Tuesday the 23rd of June. Now you may have done chapter 2 of Neve's Wishes today, and if that's the case, then here are your answers. Again, starting off with the comprehension questions, although if you did these interactively like I said, then you won't need to mark these because this would have been done already interactively. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go through those. Okay, right now, here we have got our sequencing answers. I'll just leave that there for a few seconds. Okay, now I'm going to move on. Spelling and punctuation answers. So again, you had to check the correct spelling. Okay, and this is involving words that has got either F-E-R-R or F-E-R in them. Okay. Question 2, you had to decide on which word class. Now, I do just want to mention something here. In this context here, the twins shoved the sweets straight into their mouths. It is definitely an adverb, and this straight is modifying the verb shoved. It's got nothing to do with the sweets. It's got nothing to do with the mouth. It is modifying the verb shoved. Okay, the twins shoved the sweets straight into the mouth. It's telling us how they shoved them into their mouths, okay? Straight could also be an adjective, not in this case, however, but say, for example, if you were to write a curvy or a wavy line, a straight line. In that case, you would be talking about straight as being an adjective because it would be describing a noun. Okay. Number 3, here you had to insert a dash. So a bit like yesterday with the semicolon. Oh, sorry, I think this has gone a bit blurry now. Hopefully that will write. Yeah, that will write in itself. Okay. The twins didn't have time to check on their dog. They were too busy scoffing handfuls of sweets. You could have had a conjunction like because or as or for even in there, okay? So it's in place of a conjunction, okay? And again, both clauses are related to each other, if you like. So this second part here, they were too busy scoffing handfuls of sweets, explains why they didn't have time to check on their dog, okay? Then, which sentence contains a relative clause? Okay, relative clauses, now you would have done this lower down the school as well, start with which, what, where, when, that, who, for example, okay? And here we can see that out of all of these sentences that we're given, we've only got one that's got one of those words in it. Okay, so which opened inwards into the room is a relative clause. Okay. Insert a pair of commas in the correct place in the sentence. Joe, who was often impulsive, grabbed the box and made another wish. This is an embedded clause, and again, actually, this type of embedded clause is a relative clause, okay? If we were to take out this clause and it just read, Joe grabbed the box and made another wish, it would make perfect sense without it. Here, the information in brackets, so this is using commas for parenthesis, and here, basically, we could have used we could have used brackets instead of commas here, or we could have used dashes. Essentially, the information in between the two commas here is additional information that, gives the reader some more info, but take it away and it makes perfect sense without. Okay, open-ended questions. Right. Why did Joe advise Jess to eat only the jelly sweets? Well, he mentioned the mint imperials, about them being longer to swallow. So I would say he was advising her because then she would find it easier and quicker to eat more sweets if she was to just stick with the jelly ones. At which point did Joe and Jess start to find the sweets scary rather than appealing? Well, I think it's around when the sweets kept on coming, didn't they? And Jess realised that they were going to have to open the door, because otherwise she worried about the fact that they might suffocate under all of these sweets. Okay, and that was on page 4. She took a deep breath and waded her way towards it. So if you wade through something, it's hard going. You're not moving quickly. You're going to be moving really slowly, and it's going to be tough going. Imagine wading through a river where the current is quite strong, for example, or how you wade through water in a swimming pool, okay? Um, Here, the sweets are stretched out across the floor, and they're not just covering the floor, but they're reaching up to the bottom of Jessie's bunk bed, okay? So she's having to make a real effort to move her legs to walk through the sweets, okay? So basically, there are lots and lots and lots of sweets. Okay, only Frisk landed, pirouetted and galloped. These are two verbs of movement, okay, and they are full of positive intent. And so this is going to give a positive impression of the emotion or feelings that Frisk is feeling. He's incredibly happy and excited, isn't he? I mean, he can't believe his luck about all these sweet treats that he's just been given. And do you think Joe has made the right decision by asking the box for more sweets? There's no right or wrong answer here. I personally don't think so, because he's already asked for a lifetime supply of sweets. What's to say that actually he isn't going to have that same amount tomorrow and that same amount tomorrow? Okay, just because the sweets have disappeared, do we actually know for sure whether that's the lifetime supply already gone? Maybe he's just being too impatient. I don't think he should have done that. I think that gives an impression of the fact that he's really greedy. Anyway, you might disagree. Okay, that's it for today. See you Wednesday. Bye.